Everything's going to be all right. So go ahead and supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our idiom, our expression today for supersize your business for female entrepreneurs to coincide with this year's annual challenge, the BU 365-day challenge, to do one thing every day that improves us, is about the right paradox. And the right paradox says the more convinced someone is that they're right about something, the more likely it is that they don't know what they're talking about, or that they don't know uh, and they're not actually informed or speaking about something that they have knowledge and proof and absolute, you know, real information about. If we're arguing about politics, or if we're talking about politics, if we're talking about what's going on in the government, unless we're actually in the government and in the discussions, we really don't know what's going on. Even when we watch it on the media, we don't know what's going on. It's just someone else's spin and snippets of what we're seeing. Same is true if we're watching a show or a movie. We're only seeing little bits and pieces about something. We're not seeing the whole thing. Even documentaries, they pick and choose what they're going to show us. And so we need to keep in mind, we always need to think for ourselves, especially when we're growing and building and supersizing our business. But I love this expression, everything's going to be all right. And it can be spelled all A-L-L, right, or A-L, right. The one L and one word is it's a newer, a little more modern version of saying all right. But I like the old fashioned way, the two separate words, because I think it's more understandable for everybody. Now, this is such a popular saying, and it's a phrase that means no matter what, it's a phrase to comfort us. No matter what, things are going to work out in the long run. And as much as we hate to admit it, even the bad things, the challenging things that happen to us in our life and as we're growing and building and supersizing our business, those almost always work out for us. Now, does that mean we don't have businesses that fail? We don't have things that we are planning on and counting on and disappointments? No, we absolutely will have those things. But it's how we handle those things and move forward that will determine the overall success of our business, right? I don't know a single successful business person that I don't even know firsthand, or that I do know firsthand, that hasn't had to figure everything out and figure stuff out along the way. There's smart ways to do that, and there's quick, easy, shortcut ways of doing that. Having a coach, being part of a mastermind, being part of a group, following someone else's successful model, etc. But we all have to figure it out. We all have to take action on anything we learn or read, etc. So everything's going to be all right. I think that this is like a belief that the universe always supports me and everything always works out for me and in my favor, even if in the instant it isn't feeling like it at the time. Now, I have so many examples of this in my life and in growing businesses. And like I said, I've had businesses that have absolutely failed before, but those businesses failing are what led me to the next thing where I was much more successful. And if those businesses hadn't failed, I probably would have struggled along playing really, really teeny and small with them and never gone and had breakthroughs that took me from a personal growth development standpoint, but as well as a business person, to the next level that I needed to go to. Sometimes I was just comfortable staying in my little business zone, and it was really the universe telling me, hey, it's time to move on. So there's also a song, a very popular country western song. I think it came out in, I don't remember, 2017 maybe, by David Lee Murphy and Kenny Chesney. It's a country western song. I don't not like country western music, but I'm not a huge country western music fan. Just do like this song. I think it's a wonderful song, and it reminds us that no matter what happens, if we decide to, we're going to figure it out. And good and bad things are going to happen to us, and it's up to us to determine how we're going to let them impact our long-term success or failure. To me, the only way you can fail is if you absolutely positively quit, give up, or just stop living, right? Otherwise, there's no way to fail. It's all part of our journey, and each of us has a very cool, very unique, very awesome journey if we choose to look at it that way. So curious if you've heard this expression, if you've used this expression. I guarantee I've used it hundreds and hundreds of times, especially, raising kids, raising a family, coaching, consulting, working with different individuals, leading people in different corporations and different businesses. A lot of times people are afraid to make a mistake because they think it's going to be the end of their career or the end of something, or they're going to get in big trouble. But we need to convince people and share our expectations that we want you to do the best that you can, but everything's going to be all right. We're going to figure it out together if that's what everybody wants. All right. Have an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. We got a couple more days of paradoxes. Then we're going to run through the SOAP framework and the annual challenge. So we will do idioms that coincide with those. Let me peek ahead and see what the certain. Our paradox tomorrow is the certain paradox. All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.